Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So here we are at top 8 of free premium Hong Kong WGP Spring 2021. We have a Angel Feather versus Bermuda matchup, which Bermuda side is Prism and Angel Feather side is of course Gavrail. And you can see me cutting shuffling scenes, so you don't need to spend time to see that. And we can see Bermuda side is going first, so for Angel Feather side is definitely a pressure because Prism, as we saw similar builds, not exactly Prism, but you can see the toolbox with a QTR, Aqua, Ellie, and Lizelot altogether, they can gain a lot of hands. And for Angel Feathers, they need to put a lot of pressure to force those cards in hand, which for example here you can see Lizelot bringing Lizelot to easy build up advantage. So if Angel Feather is not going first, they won't be putting as much pressure, and Bermuda player is actually going all out, not exactly playing the full field, but at least he's playing free sides to keep attacking. And he get 2 damage. That's 1 Gavrail is gone. Okay, riding into grade 2, so blasting 1, put 1 Gavrail down, and he actually get heal, which is helping him a lot against the rush. So Grave Researcher, and dropping yet another Gavrail, which means he probably have 1 in hand. If not, that's no reason he's dropping it. Okay, attacking with a no seal and get a defensive, so the Grave Researcher can't hit Vanguard. So he's trying to kill something, but I think no matter what, the grade 2 Prism will be gone because the Bermuda player will want to use the grade 3 Prism to actually bind that card to gain triple drive, which is riding right now, gaining force to the right side. Calling here, calling Ellie, and he actually get 2 Aqua appearing, so he fell. That's probably the first time we see this spell. And immediately, Soul Blasting 1 and Binding 1 to gauge triple drive, and he's ready. 30k to Vanguard, which is a simple 5k shield, but his opponent is trying to take it because he didn't see a lot of triggers appearing, so yeah, and taking yet another one. Vanguard going in, Color Blast, bounce 2, and bring back the great one, and binding another card, draw 1, plus 10k. That's only 13, but it's a triple drive, so okay. Putting a 30k shield, which is very big shield value. Okay, draw, and another great free Prism. So he's ready next turn to ride again and gain more force markers. Taking yet another damage and yet another no seal. So far we didn't see a lot of triggers on Angel Feather's end. Let's see if he can actually get there. And now counting the Bermuda's hand size is 13. Which is very massive, very impressive with this toolbox. Because you use QTR probably can gain you a card, you bounce 2 cards back to your hand, you have triple drive, that's already like 6 cards, and the Great One Prism also helps you to draw. And now Angel Feather side is trying to go for a swing card, which is Hamil. And also the Jet Kill. So far, still no triggers been seen, and yet another Grave Researcher, yet another no seal. So far, he's trying to fin his deck, and hopefully he can see some triggers. So Color Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, getting the heal back to his hand, and putting another unit back. 1 and 2, and still no triggers. that's really not looking good for Angel Fighter side, because he really need the crit to hang and push, and you can see him actually using the 30k Sentinel, so he is trying to like focus on crit and win, which is probably one of the most common way of playing Gavrail now. Okay, that's being guarded, and Vanguard is going in. Because with Gavrail, you have put a lot of damage this turn, so you do have a 10k for the front row, which can be massive. And if you get any crit, you can just put on your Hamil and do the guard restricts it, because he have definitely 3 open counter blocks ready. So let's see, a crit. So all effects to Hamil, hitting for 1 damage and no defensive, and now Hamil is going in with 3 crit. 60k 3 crit, and the Bermuda player, without any hesitation, he just going to use all his hand, like whatever he need to guard, because there's no specific reason you need to take damage, while your Vanguard only need 1 counter blast, and that's probably all you need. And immediately gain the triple drive and kill it again, this time calling Aqua, getting that out because he actually C2 Aquas last time when he declared, so you can see why he's calling Aqua. And now he's playing, yes, he's playing the Aqua, bouncing the Q-tier, draw 1 and discard 1. And then he's probably going to call the Q-tier again. There we go. This time it's Ellie again. And this time it actually hits. And you can see also an Aqua appearing. So I think he did calculate a little bit and talking with his hand, so he knows how he can increase the accuracy. And the toolbox is yet still very impressive, which you will see the Graveyard Prism will just bounce Aqua and Q-tier back to hand, so he can definitely use it next turn, unless he drop them for guard. And that's 2 Prism units ready for 5 attacks, and both front row regards circle has a force marker. So it's a 23k being guarded with 15k, 25k bailing another 15k shield. Yep, and Vanguard going in. Bounce 2, call 2, buy 1 back, draw 1 and plus 10, and the grade 2 will also plus 10. So this is a massive turns. He has 12 cards in hand, and okay, beta it protects, and gaining 3 cards into his hand to become a 15 hand size, yeah, which is very big. Okay, taking 1, still no trigger, guarded with 2 triggers, but 1 is just he pick up from the damage, and 1 he just checked, so still we don't see a lot of triggers appearing, and hopefully we can see a lot more in this turn, because if not, that's probably the end for the Angel Fighter player. And now his only win con is still on Hamil, because against a 15 cards hand, that is definitely not easy without Hamil to do the card restricts on simply 2 cards. Okay, using Gavrail skill, immediately clearing 2 cards and trying to take 2, 1 and 2. Okay, he get a crit. The crit to Vanguard and power to Green Searcher, so he is ready to grab a Hamil. He's pulling down a Regio. Counter last 1 to bring back a Hamil. Making on the Sophil. Card, get 1 card back to his hand, and take 1 damage to see if he is lucky. Get in a crit. Okay, so here comes the crit there. And the Strange Lesser, putting in the soul, plus 5k to 2 units, so he's pumping Hamill as much as he can and trying to win from there. Okay, and then Jekyll. Lost one. He's still talking to his damage. Okay, put him on card back. And okay, nothing still. And then, okay, let's see him play another starter field. He's trying his best to play every single skills he can, but yet another no damage. So I think the Angel Feather player is actually quite frustrating right now. Okay, attacking the side, and Vanguard going in. It's kind of like this 35k to crit, so there's two ways he can win. It's like his opponent's no guard and he double crit, or his opponent guard the Vanguard attack and then he puts all the crit to Hamill and just do a one punch. So Hamill's side is like 65, and if your skill will be 80. That is a pretty massive number, but against a 15 card hand, still you can see the Bermuda player is just basically, okay, that's all I need to put down for that Hamill, and what's left in my hand? Do I want to guard it? Okay, he dropped a PG because, like, why not? Against Hamill, you can use PG, so you can use a PG right here and drop something that is not worth any shield value. So overall, he can still leave a lot of cards in hand to guard the Hamill. Yes, he's dropping the Q tier. And the Angel Feather player is actually forget the Stream Drive, so we are doing it right now. And getting into Hamill. Oh no. So that means he cannot survive next turn because that's 2 grade 3 without any shield value, and Hamill 80k is his only chance. Yep, and since you did have 2 crits on the Hamill, that's his only chance. If that hits, he at least have a chance to win. But the Prism player, I think he's fully ready. Yep, 80k, 4 crit, 70k shield. So you can see he starting counting. He will sort once again, so I'm not counting it right now. $15, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 65, 70. So you can see, wasted a lot of hands, but he can still survive and ride yet again, gaining a force marker, and that's a triple drive, and 5 attacks still coming. Okay, using this unit to return 1 back and open my counter blast. So it's ready. Okay, I'll call again. Which, have to say, at this stage, it doesn't matter too much right now because the regard power is still very, very high. Okay, gaining a triple drive. Lose a lot, calling a Grim Researcher, which I'm not going to use skill because it's not calling from hand. But you can see the Bermuda side actually having like 4 cards or so left in hand. So it's really impressive how Gavrail can actually push them that hard. So it's just kind of a lucky issue that he didn't get enough defensive. Yeah, so take the 6 damage, and now he's looking at his stack, so you can see he actually have a lot of triggers left in the deck, which is kind of unfortunate. yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 crits left in there. If 2 of them goes there, he probably can still play a lot of hands, but yeah, you can see how defensive Bermuda with Prism could get into. Okay, let's go into the next match, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Signing off.